Is BRICS about to announce a gold-backed currency? We'll take a look at that article today. And of course, we'll do the usual silver analysis, gold and platinum too. Use the time codes below to go to your favorite part. But if you're watching this live, of course, you get to enjoy everything we do here at Good Morning Stackers with me, Joe Main. In the first 1 minute of the show, though, we do the synchronized slurp. That's where you grab a tasty beverage of your choice. I don't care what it is. I prefer water in the morning after my morning coffee, but you grab your tasty beverage. We don't judge here, and we do the synchronized slurp in the first 1 minute of the show. Are you ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Yes, I am Joe Main. I've worked in the precious metals industry in Australia for 11 years. I've been a stacker for longer than that. Now I do this show every weekday morning. Gold, silver, platinum price analysis, a topic of the week. We'll go straight to that in just a second. Of course, I do my shout outs with the GMS family. Hit the big red subscribe button to join the family. 6 new subscribers overnight for now a total of 612 subscribers. We're kicking goals, so it's just great to see. I will do some shout outs a little bit later, but of course I want to get straight in to this article. This show, by the way, is brought to you by Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com, and Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. You'll hear a little bit more about those guys a little bit later. So let's go back and take a look at, is BRICS about to announce a gold-backed currency? I'm just going to turn that off right there. Here we go, people. Let's have a look. We'll do a little bit of reading comprehension as well at the same time, but I want to get your comments below as well. Tell me what you think about the whole BRICS thing, the BRICS nations. We're talking Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and those are the BRICS nations, and there might be more coming on board every now and later on down the track, but this is an article from Gavin Lucas. This is from CoinGeek.com. Is BRICS about to announce a gold-backed currency? And I want your thoughts below about, do you think it's going to be happening soon? Do you think it's even a thing? Get your comments in now. We'll read those after the article. It says, back in July, BRICS announced the intention to create a new payment system to rival SWIFT and further the bloc's stated goal of de-dollarization. While the exact details of how the system work are not yet confirmed, former Russian ambassador to the USA, Yuri Yushakov, made public statements confirming it would use cutting-edge digital technology, including blockchain. Right? He called this an, quote, important goal for the future. Important goal for the future. Terrible Russian accent. The system is set to facilitate both cross-border payments and settlements and will not require US dollars. Will not require US dollars. Further comments made by Russian central banker Elvira, suggest that as many as 159 countries have expressed interest in using it, signaling strong international interest in ways to trade that don't depend on the USD. In a potentially related move, Russian President Vladimir Putin signed a bill allowing digital currencies to be used for export payments. Evidently, Putin is trying to find ways to trade internationally while under US sanctions due to the war in Ukraine. Of course. All right, so could the BRICS payment system use a gold-backed digital currency, asks CoinGeek. Anyone familiar with the digital currency industry knows that rumors and speculations circulate widely on little more than suggestive evidence and loosely connected dots. Absolutely true. So do we put any weight of this into this article? Are they about to announce a gold-backed currency? It's probably quite a clickbaity title, I'd imagine. But so it should come as no surprise that there has been much debate about a potential link between Putin's bill and the BRICS payment system and whether the chosen blockchain's native token stands to gain in value. What many people seem to be missing is this. If the rumors are true and BRICS released a gold-backed digital currency, what does it mean for the gold narrative peddled by Bitcoin proponents? That's interesting. While Bitcoin, and this is some big statements here, while Bitcoin does have a fixed supply for now, okay, I'm not going to read that article right now, and users can take custody of their own coins, there isn't much real liquidity supporting it, okay? And there are well-known long-term problems with the economics of the system. Could a gold-backed BRICS currency that is actually useful for trade be more appealing to speculators and those who still believe in both hard money and electronic cash? I am one of those people who believes in, obviously, hard money. Do I believe in electronic cash? Well, it just exists, and it's the way the world is going. We've had electronic cash for, well, a very, very long time. So, will we be moving cashless? There's no evidence to say that we won't. We've got lots of pushback. I want cash to be still in the system, but over time, is it going to go completely cashless? Yes, it will. Obviously, that's just the direction it's going. But yes, those believe I still want hard money. Okay, time will tell. Okay, so this is basically time will tell. But as usual, Bitcoin maximalists are intent on asking questions to confirm their biases. Blah blah blah. So de-dollarization won't be easy. So let's go back here just for a second. Okay, so this article, I would say it's a little bit clickbaity. Okay, is BRICS about to announce a gold-backed currency? That's a bit clickbaity. So that sucked me in. And I'm just taking a look at this for the first time, by the way. So that sucked me in. So it's kind of like, is it or isn't it? No. So there's no news saying they are going to. They're just using sort of loosely based, this person said this, Vladimir Putin's put in this thing recently. But a lot of people believe, and put comments below right now, because I'll read those out in just a minute. A lot of people believe that is the most logical place that it would go, is that if BRICS go to if they de-dollarize, that it would be a gold-backed system. It makes the most sense to me, but we're stackers, okay? So obviously that makes the most sense to us. But in terms of de-dollarization, CoinGeek believes, and this article writer believes, de-dollarization won't be so easy, okay? Whatever form the new BRICS payment system and currency takes, de-dollarizing won't be easy, and it won't happen quickly. Well, I'd agree it wouldn't happen quickly, and probably not easy. Just look at some stats showcasing how entrenched the USD is in global trade. 59% of all global reserves are held in USD, according to the IMF. 80 to 90% of global trade is conducted in USD, and oil is priced in it. Yes, yeah. They're just giving us current stats. 85% of all Forex trades involve the USD. Yep. 60% of all global debt issuances are priced in USD. Yeah. US treasuries are still the go-to safe haven asset. Yes. So all of this is true until it's not, which is actually quite possible. As you know, over decades and decades and decades, hundreds of years, there has been major changes in monetary system. Okay, we used to have a gold-backed currency, then it was a partial gold-backed currency, and then 1971, Nixon took us off gold entirely. So it completely changes. Now, the direction in which it's been going has been gold, gold, gold. Oh, not so much gold, a little bit less gold, no gold at all, complete fiat currency, which has gotten us into the state where we are right now. And as you all know, though, the pendulum swings. The pendulum always swings back at some point. So I'm actually favoring this is all true until it's not. We don't see what's going to come down the track, and I'll give my personal opinion in just a second, but let's keep reading. On top of the immense power that USD gives Washington, well, that's true, and it's backed by the biggest military in the entire world, there's also the issue of sanctions. Okay. The US government can also tell any party doing business with entities it has sanctioned, e.g. Russia, that they're not welcome in the US markets, right, restricting access to capital and more. So yes, they could say to Australia, well, they are really saying to the world, hey, if you deal with Russia, we've put sanctions on Russia. If you deal with Russia, well, good luck doing more business with us. So Australia, that's why we don't deal with Russia. That's why, most countries don't, except the like China, for example, they're, on the other side of the coin. Let's see. While some will choose BRICS, over the United States for political reasons, it's unlikely that many will choose to lock themselves out of the world's largest economy by nominal GDP, especially if other large markets like the EU are aligned with it. And here's the kind of the wrap up here. Nonetheless, the BRICS system and currency will pose a meaningful challenge to the US. US's financial dominance. Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and the other members are not to be underestimated and will play an increasingly important role in the future as their economies grow. What the BRICS systems will look like in the future is anyone's guess, but with its annual summit ahead in Kazan in late October, we may get our first glimpse soon enough. All right, that is it, people. That is, will they announce a gold-backed currency? So, obviously, no, they're not doing it anytime soon. Obviously, that's not actual news. And it's a very clickbaity title. But look, it does raise the question, and I'm going to get your comments now. We'll do some shout-outs. We'll get your comments on the BRICS gold-backed currency thing. Do you think it can be a thing realistically down the track? I'm going to read out all your comments right now. And then we'll get straight into the silver and gold and platinum price analysis. And then, we keep this short. We keep this show as quick as we can because it's a live morning show. Hit the big red subscribe button to join the family. Speaking of the GMS family, CT from the Lone Star State says, we'll have to watch the replay. Mark, Florida, you'll have to watch as much as you can. As far as BRICS having an gold-backed currency, well, unless it is redeemable in gold, what do the BRICS really have? And wonderful to see your subscriber count up to 612. Yes, of course. Welcome to my new subscribers overnight. Hello, Chat Mum, Miss Tony, etc. GMS says Tony Pearson. Chat Mum is here. Let's see. Tony Pearson says, in my opinion, I think gold-backed CBDC will use a gram of gold as the unit. Well, we all know how we feel about CBDCs. Not a fan. Why? Because they're programmable. You can turn people on and up. You can turn people's ability to pay for food and bills and all that stuff. If social credit system, if you say the wrong thing, and then they can just restrict your access to certain things. So we don't like the CBDCs. A gold-backed one, maybe. I would just prefer no CBDCs. But yeah, that's what we prefer. Doesn't mean what's going to happen, obviously. Any more comments? Morning Joe says, Jason Ashworth, great to see you. Paul Johnson, GMS, love it. October 22. Oh, okay. Tony Pearson's going right down the rabbit hole here. October 22nd is the launch of the BRICS unit, I heard. Rumors. Ash's Gold Adventures, GMS. We featured your gold show and tell yesterday, Ash. So check out that replay. And if you haven't seen it, people, go check out yesterday's video and watch the time. Use the time codes below. It's towards the end. I think it is where we did some subscriber show and tell where Ash showed off their prospecting goodies. Right? It was really cool. Let's see. Hello, everyone, says Knackers O'Reilly. Great to see you. Buffering for you? Seriously? Come on. Right here. It might be your thing this time. The Brumbies are out. Yes, the Australian Brumby coin is out. I ordered some of the new Brumbies yesterday. They are nice. I haven't seen it yet. Chris Phipps from PDX from Portland in Oregon is here. Let's see right here. Getting some comments on. Here we go. Jason Ashworth says, definitely realistic. Okay. Countries are tired of the US being the world's police. Well, we all agree with that. Can't we all just leave each other alone? Can we just leave each other alone and protect ourselves? Put your own oxygen mask on first before you help other people. They tell you that on the plane ride every single time, and you just blow that out to the macro, and that's exactly the same thing. You have to protect your own country first. Get out of other people's countries. Yes. Can you stop two warring countries doing their thing? No, protect yourself first. I mean, people are going to fight. Really? Just secure your own stuff first is my humble opinion. Let's see. And that is pretty much it, I think, for the comments. Apparently I'm buffering. Either apparently I'm either buff or I'm buffering, but I prefer to say that I'm buff, which I'm not at all. I used to be a little bit in my earlier 30s, going to the gym quite often. Not so much these days, but I do try to keep healthy with my diet. Now I'm just rambling. So is BRICS going to announce a gold-backed currency? Look, you never know. Tony Peterson seems to think it's going to happen actually on October the 22nd during their summit. Whether it's gold-backed or not, I don't know. But that was the article, the little topic of today. Of course, before we go to silver and gold and platinum live price analysis, I've got to tell you all about my two brand partners. We're talking about Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, Australia's first dealer to offer free shipping when buying on all discount volumes. So you buy over a certain amount, which qualifies you for the normal discount. Buy 20 silver coins, you get it for a little bit cheaper per coin than you do, when buying singularly, all that stuff, all the stuff you're used to getting from Australian bullion dealers. However, you also get free shipping when you buy over certain quantities. Just to give you an example, where we see, let me see right here. Can I find right there? Let's give you an example. Let's just say you want to buy a bunch of these 2023 2-ounce Canadian Ice Age Synchronised coins. Okay, the Synchronised coin. You buy 20 of them, instant free shipping. Okay, but you can buy 20 of anything. You could buy 21 10th-ounce silver coins, instant free shipping. That's the way that the shopping cart thing works here with Perth Bullion Exchange. You have 20 or more items of a mix of match of any items. 1 gold coin, 1 gram gold bar, and 19 other 1/10 ounce, half ounce, 1 ounce silver coins, whatever. As long as your shopping cart has 20 or more items in it, instant free shipping Australia-wide. Insured, all tracked, all that kind of stuff that you normally expect, except it's free, okay? It's just crazy. Perth Bullion Exchange also do free storage if you want to build up about an amount there. 2, you can't have free storage and then get free shipping. That's a whole other thing, but check out their website, their frequently asked questions. But this is their special of the week, Scottsdale Stacker 2-ounce round. If you haven't seen this, it's really, really cool. Head over to Perth Bullion Exchange's YouTube channel right here. They're doing a really good job because I'm helping them launch and grow on YouTube. Okay, this is what I do for a living. I do this show and I help you launch and grow on YouTube and other social media. I'm giving them the skills of creating consistently engaging content. They've already got 562 subscribers, videos with 3,000 plus views, multiple videos with a few thousand views already for a very small channel. Okay, they do a weekly special, and this is the Scottsdale 2-ounce stacker bar right there. They do unboxing videos, a whole bunch of other stuff. So check out the 2-ounce stacker bar video and go grab it as their special for this week, all of this week. Now, if you are the physical person, meaning you only like to hold the physical and you don't like any other kind of program, then just buy from Perth Bullion Exchange, my preferred dealer. If, however, you are very open to unallocated gold, silver programs and all that stuff, and third-party storage and all that kind of stuff, I would really highly recommend you check out Wealthstack.com. This is where you can buy gold for spot plus 1% with a minimum of $10. Okay, so you don't need to get gold at spot plus 1%. You've got to buy. You'd be talking about that's kilo bar territory. Okay, to get spot plus 1% to buy physical gold, that's roughly your half kilos and your kilo sizes. Does everyone have $100,000 for, 1 kilo of gold to get at spot plus 1%? No. So this is why for a lot of people, a lot of stackers, and also you can send this to your normie friends, your friends and family who don't get that we're stackers, they don't get that thing. They can download the Wealthstack app and purchase fractional gold. So, $10 worth of gold. That is completely 100% backed by real physical gold. Okay. So it is a real physical gold backed unallocated program. They will also be adding silver very soon towards the end of the year. There's also the debit card coming as well. So save and invest in and transact in physical gold digitally. So, download the app on iPhone or Android. It's very easy. You'll just find the Wealthstack icon. Just go to the iPhone store, the Apple iPhone Store and the Play Store, and you'll find the Wealthstack thing. You just find their little logo, looks like that. And it is saving and transacting in physical gold digitally with a Wealthstack account and a debit card. The debit card will be coming. It's a brand new company, these guys. They really want to reach out to the stacking community first to get the trust and to build the knowledge and the trust with the stacking community first. Because why? Because you guys go and tell your normie friends and family and all that. So if they don't want to do that whole stacking the real physical thing, or even if you don't want to do stack all in physical and hold it in your possession, I get the if you don't hold it, you don't own it thing, but a lot of people like the unallocated gold programs as well. I certainly have I've had unallocated gold, silver, and platinum in the past before from various bullion companies, but Wealthstack, I think, is doing it the really right way. Spot plus 1% to buy gold is crazy, and sell it at spot minus 0.5%. Also, will you be able to redeem for physical gold? Yes, you will. If you go to wealthstack.com, first off, that's all you need to do. Go to wealthstack.com, scroll down all the way to the bottom left, and you'll see the frequently asked questions page. Read the frequently asked questions, and it answers all your questions. Okay? Yes, you will be able to redeem for real physical gold. That's not a thing just yet. Later, towards the end of the year, you will be able to do silver eventually. They'll be adding silver and platinum, a bunch of other assets as well they'll be adding to the Wealthstack app. Okay, you can also, if you don't have a phone, you have a phone, but if you don't want to download the app on either of your iPhones or Androids, then you can just log in and use the desktop app as well. So it's a free account, so just set it up. Obviously, you need to provide ID if you can start buying gold, etc. It's real physical gold, backed by a very large global wholesaler and storage facility. Okay, so read all the frequently asked questions, and I highly encourage you to do it. It's a very great way to get gold for a great price over spot price, and then the convenience of knowing it's real backed gold and redeemable later on down the track, and you'll get a debit card later on down the track that you can pay for stuff in gold. Boop! How good is that? So that is wealthstack.com. Okay, let's go to silver, gold, and platinum price analysis. Here is silver on the daily time frame, priced in US dollars, $29.88 US cents. Okay, so far so good. We are still above the back in business line of 29 US dollars. So let's look at the positive before we look at the other side of the coin, which we always have to do. Hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family to stay updated. So above the back in business line of $29, that's great to see. On the relative strength index, we are still trending up. That is also good to see. So higher prices from here wouldn't be surprising. Okay, that's kind of par for course at the moment with the direction in which we are going in. If we take a look at the weekly time frame, we are trending up, but we're actually technically in a larger downtrend, I will say, on the weekly time frame. So this is the other side of the coin that you need to look at. I wouldn't say we're out of the woods, and I've been saying this for a long time. We'll go back to the daily and show you that we are back in business, as I said, while we're above $29 US dollars, that is. Okay, so if we remain over that, that's okay. That says that we're going to be making a test at least for the $31 level. What is that? That's my final hurdle, $31. Okay, it's a very key level that we need to break back out of, okay, and close any month above it. Very, very key level. Of course, breaking above this downtrend line right here is the good step to say we're on our way up to there. But I also do need to caution you, okay, on the weekly time frame. We are, and we have been, as I've been saying for a while, we have been in extremely overvalued for gold on the weekly time frame. And of course, the longer the time frame, the more macro the outlook, okay? We have been extremely overvalued twice, okay? Once in middle of April and again in the middle of May. Now, we did post a higher high, okay? But it was kind of like a double top on the relative strength index right there. That said to me back then, relative strength index, double top, just watch out. Just got to watch out for and what did I put in? Around about here-ish, I said, we've got to watch out for the best buy zone now. Double top, could this be? A double top, could this be? Terrible Yoda impression. We have to watch out for the best buy zone, anywhere between 28 to 26 US dollars. Well, we certainly did see us go into the belly of the best buy zone, so we haven't hit down into the bottom of the best buy zone at 26, 25. It's still doable, okay? That's why we need to always look at both sides. On the relative strength index, though, I'll get you to take a look at this. So there's kind of like a trend line. Can you see that? Right there. I'll see if I can keep this in for the next, few weeks and maybe month or so. Let's see if it's not too annoying. That's a trend line on the relative strength index on the weekly time frame that I really need to see clear above. And you can also see these very clear horizontal blue lines on the relative strength index as well that I really want to see it clear above. Out of interest, it happens to coincide around about the start of September, right there. See that confluence between that downtrend line and this horizontal line right there. We really want to break out of here to signal, oh, it has a lot more life to go. Okay, so that's why I want you to understand both sides of the coin. Now, have a look on the monthly time frame as well. So far, so good for silver. We are not back above the final hurdle of 31 US dollars though. Okay, so we are back in business, but that doesn't mean we're out of the woods. Does that make sense? On the monthly time frame on silver, we are, as you can see, I should say, right here, we did break out of, and we've talked about it before, the long-term downtrend line. This goes back to the peak of silver in 2011 and this recent sort of higher high in February of 2001. That formed this downtrend line, and then you had this uptrend line. We recently broke out. I would get rid of all this detail here, but I really can't take too long. We broke out. And that's a great sign for silver, okay? You break out of this long-term downtrend line, great, fantastic. We broke to the upside, looking fantastic, okay? We just need to get over that $31 hurdle for me and then see what happens when we get up here. We have to see how extended we get if we get up to, which we will eventually, that sort of $37 to $40 level. Does that happen in 2024? I'm not so sure because we're not even over 31 US dollars. Just yet. Really got to clear and close a month above that. I can't stress that enough to you. If we do clear and close any month above 31, it signals to me that we're basically in a, higher prices are coming, bull market territory, baby. Could we see, big consolidations, big, black swan events, big market manipulation? Yes, of course we can. Okay, so there's nothing to say that we can't then head back down, find a spot here. It gets over, over euphoric, or, a lot of traders start taking profits. Maybe they've bought down here or down here. They start taking profits. You can see, big moves back down. But the closing over 31 on the monthly time frame, it just looks very positive for some higher prices to come. Okay, so that's really good to see. On the relative strength index, looks like we've bottomed out on the monthly time frame, and we have this consolidation period, and we are in a period of directionally moving up on the relative strength index on the monthly time frame too. However, I will just caution you that this right here, okay, we came up to this level, which is a resistance level, right, on the relative strength index on the monthly time frame. It failed to break out, and right here, we are not above it just yet. So do keep that in mind as well. I am bullish silver. I'm 99% sure we're in a bull market. Close over $31. That basically puts me in 100%. We might still have dips along the way, but I think they would be quick fake outs, rather than anything else. Just keep in mind, this is the monthly time frame, so we've still got 3 days. So this tick up right now is only because, right here, because we're currently higher than where we were at the start of the month. Okay, so we've opened green, and that's why you see this little boop. If for some reason, I'm not saying this is happening, but if for some reason we break back down, this is a red month, this goes from ticking up to ticking over like that. Okay, so what we really need to see is, you want to see this month close, green. You really want to see September close green as well. So that means this curves up like that. If that closes like that, that's much more positive. Okay. So that is, what are my levels to look out for? That's the more macro for the new subscribers, the 6 subscribers overnight. Basically, we're just in this holding pattern right here. Got a break above here. That would signal a test of 31. If we break below $29, not great. You'd want to see, you would see it go down to probably at least $28 back down to the top end of my best buy zone. The more times you test the level, the more likely it is to be taken out. But we're back in business at the moment, so it's great to see. All right, that's basically silver for now. Watch out for breaking that, and watch out for breaking 29. Those are the 2 levels. And look, if you're dollar cost averaging, does it really matter anyway over the long term? No. Should you be trying to trade in and out of silver on these smaller time frames? No. Do you believe that precious metals will have their massive time in the sun in the years to come? Yes, so do I. Right? But I give you a daily live price analysis because it's good to see these smaller time frames which can help inform you of the larger time frames as well. That is silver. Let's take a look at gold. Again, in USD, $2,515 We made a play and we didn't break above it. We made a play for the all-time high. We didn't break above it though. But good to see so far. We're still above the uptrend line right here. So far, so good. Let's take a look. I did have that Fibonacci level drawn in. Where was that? Okay, see that? Remember we talked about the 0.786 Fibonacci from general highs and general lows? And hit the thumbs up button right now for the algorithm. Helps with trending, etc. Right here. So this high and this low we talked about, and I'll pop this on the 4-hour time frame. I know, again, it's intraday, but it's important to look at. Failed move. Okay. Failed move to hold above the 0.786 level, which I do find usually is kind of the final hurdle that you want to get over. When you post a high and then a low, if it starts going back up, a lot of people say, well, watch out for the 0.786. That's many people's final hurdle. It's not my final hurdle. The 0.786 level is my final hurdle. You've got to crack above that and hold above that in order to say onwards and upwards we go. So far, it's a failed move, at least on the 4-hour time frame, and on the daily time frame, no, failed move. Oftentimes, not always, but oftentimes from a failed move is a fast move in the opposite direction. Okay, so just watch out for this. High, low, 0.786. It did spike above, but look, failed to close above it. Okay, so oftentimes from a failed move comes a fast move in the opposite direction. We did just see it open, spike, and it's still closing below. So I'm going to suggest more likely that we have another retest of this uptrend line right here. Of course, understand the more times you retest it, the more likely it is to be taken out. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but really you need to see that uptrend line hold. Again, this is the long-term, longish term, got a medium-term uptrend line from April of this year. So yeah, we're still in this year, okay? That finally broke out, made a brand new all-time high in gold. Great to see. We're just finding a little bit of weakness in gold at the moment, okay? Really want to see, preferably, what you want to see is the following. Let me get rid of that. Preferably, you want to see this. Let me go like here. This would be healthy, okay? It would be the following. Yoink. Yoink. Okay? That's great. And you would love to see that, okay? So this, we broke out of this uptrend line. It was a failed move to hold, fast move to the upper line in the sand of 2,470, which I had drawn in before we hit here, and then we hit here exactly on the money. Does that mean anything? No, it's just obvious stuff, okay? A very quick move back above. That's really good to see. Now, if we have here, we really don't want to break this downtrend line, uptrend line right here. You don't want to break this line. Not a good sign. Okay, so that is the perfect scenario we want to see, and then onwards and upwards to the next major area, and the next major area is anywhere up to around about your 2,630 to 2,660, 70, roughly. It's this line right here, the mother of all trend lines. It just depends on when it hits. It could hit it really soon. It could bounce off and do this and hit it later on down the track. That makes it 2,640. It could do it in a couple of months, so it makes it closer to 2,650. Okay, but this trend line will get tested at some point. What is this trend line? It's the mother of all trend lines. Oh lordy, let me look at that. Oh no, that's not a spike. That's my green line. Oh, that scared me for a second. Here we go. There you go, right there. This is the mother of all trend lines going back to 1980. It's a big level right here that we will test, okay? And we're probably going to find some resistance at, okay? Whether it is a failed move and it fails to break above and hold above, again, oftentimes from a failed move comes a fast move in the opposite direction. You really need to watch out for this, okay? I am bullish on gold in the long term. Okay, but we are coming up to a point here, and it's a very, very key metric right here. It's a very key level, the mother of all trend lines. Okay, if this is a failed move, I know, sorry, this is very detailed here. If this is a failed move, even if we break above it, but it's a failed move to hold above, and we see coming back down here, particularly on a monthly time frame, then you would see probably a fast move to the downside. It would probably indicate some kind of big profit taking around here, and you could expect for at least probably a few months. If this is a failed move, right, then probably we're talking, down to my potential. Where was that? Do I have this in? Let me is my best buy zone in gold. Probably it would still probably be in play. No, it's not that one. Let me show you. Rectangle. Is it that one? It's not that one. Excuse me. It is not even that one. Bear with me, people. Rectangle, rectangle. That is the best buy zone right here. Okay. Just showing you the big macro thing right here. Okay. I've had my best buy zone in gold drawn in for quite some time. Okay. It's anywhere from 2,250 to 2,150 because of this spike right here. You've got this little extra spike level. Hey, if it's spiked down to here, that's cool, but you wouldn't want it to spike or close any month below 2,150. A spike down to say 2,080, great, that's fantastic, because why? That's previous massive resistance at 2,080 roughly. Okay, a spike down to there on the monthly time frame, fantastic. You wouldn't want to see it close any month within that purple range. Okay, this is why I am not your prediction, I'm not your rah gold to the moon forever guy. You need to take the other side of the coin. Okay, but I'm bullish for gold in the long term. We could see, a move up to here. We could see, obviously we don't know what's going to happen. We could see a move all the way up to $3,000 and then come back and test here and then bounce off. That is perfect. You could even see a move up to anywhere up to $3,000 at a certain point, and then it's a failed move. And if anytime we would close any month, if that's a failed move, we close any month below here, not good. Okay, then you'll be coming down to probably the best buy zone, at least probably about 2,250 to 2,150. So you always have to take this into account. But look, so far so good. So far so good. While we remain above this trend line, just want to see that bounce would be lovely. When we get here, we have to reassess what's going on. Okay, but for someone who got into gold, down in this area, if you've been riding it from here to here, if you feel like taking profits there because you're not sure, because that's an area of uncertainty because we've never been there before, and plus that's the mother of all trend lines. We just don't know. Okay, so some people might decide with gold, I got down in here, I got down in here, I got down in the 2150s, I got down in the best buy zone, way back here. Bit of a run. Do I take some profits here just to be safe in case we don't break, in case we just go blip, 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 or in case we break and it's a failed move? A break and then fail to bounce here and we go blip, 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 blip. Okay? Got to take the other side of the 99.99% bullion coin. That is gold. So all I really need to see is that hold. If that doesn't hold, not great. Okay? That is silver and gold. Let's finally do platinum. And we'll take a quick look at the gold to silver ratio. Then we'll get out of here. Hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family. Of course, we'll do some final comments and queries. Left shoulder, this is platinum in USD, 960. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Interesting, hey? Yesterday we made a play for, gee, what do you know? That area that I've been talking about. Of course, it's really obvious again. Don't go, I'm not trying to say, hey, look at me. It's really obvious stuff when you've spent a lot of time, over 15 years as a stacker, also been in crypto for a long time. Crypto moves much faster. So it's easy to see, support and resistance lines and trend lines and all that stuff. They are a thing. Technical analysis is a thing. Okay. But we are still in technically depressed zone for platinum. I have to be depressed as per my rules for platinum until we are above the long-term downtrend line from February that goes all the way back, and I won't show you, but goes all the way back to February of 2008. Out of interest, what do you know? We had a spike up to the long-term downtrend line from February of 2008. It's so far a failed move. Okay, so a big spike. What don't we like? We don't like big upward spikes because it says the sellers are in control of the market. It goes, can we? The sellers go, no, you don't, not just yet. Okay, or the sellers or the market manipulators or whatever you want to call it in your own theories. So this head and shoulders pattern is still play outable. So while we are below this downtrend line right here. So while we're in here, I'm depressed for platinum, 50-50 chance at the moment that we see the best buy zone get hit. Okay, while we're above 945, I'm giving it a 50% chance. While we're below 945, which is this blue horizontal line, then I move basically to 80-90% when we're below here. While we're above here, 50-50. When we're below here, like 80-90% straight to that we see this best buy zone of 900 anywhere down to $750 hit at some point with a couple of big support levels along the way. So I'm depressed for platinum. When we break above here, when I start getting like, oh, okay, interesting, head and shoulders pattern invalidated, which would say to me, oh, that's actually quite positive. If that's invalidated and we break above here, close any day, preferably a week, but any day above here, close the day, not spike, but close. That's very positive, actually, for platinum. I will have to remain like, okay, whatever, we'll see, but I'd be secretly a little bit excited. And then when we close above this trend line here, anywhere above, say, 1,120 US dollars, I'm getting excited for platinum. That's very good for me for platinum, okay? We're not there yet, and I won't even talk about the higher prices and the final hurdles because I've talked about that long enough. We're still in depressed mode for platinum. Okay, that's all I've got to tell you. On the positive side, to give you the blue sky thinking, we are still trending up on the relative strength index on the daily time frame. So that's good. We've just got a couple of hurdles to get over right there, and that's the big hurdle, that thicker yellow line. On the weekly time frame, we have spiked. As I said, I don't like the big spikes. Okay, we're trending down, still trending down on the relative strength index on relative strength index on the weekly time frame. I should just call it the RSI, right? Shouldn't I? It's a bit of a tongue twister. But yeah, look, this week we're down this week. Don't want to see it close below 945. You close any week below 945, blub, 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 down she goes. Okay. What's the positive side for this? Let's look at the other side again. Let's look at the positive side. Interestingly, on the relative strength index, on the RSI, on the weekly time frame, we've actually, although we haven't closed the week yet, we're pierced above it, but this is still an indeterminate move. Again, as we talked about with the monthly RSI on silver, okay? The week has to close in order to see where this direction goes. So if we close the week, let's see, if we close the week above probably 945, then it says this has been broken. That's a good sign. But if we continue down, then that closes below. That's not great. So it's just par for course. We're in the downward move. Okay. On the monthly time frame on platinum, we're still just consolidating. Okay. So we're just in a range. That's why I'm still technically depressed for platinum. I have to be while we're in this range right here. I'm still depressed for platinum. Cautiously optimistic. Okay. But on the relative strength index on the monthly time frame, we've just been in a massive consolidation trading range. Okay, so it's really just par for course for platinum at the moment. As I keep telling you, platinum for my international subscribers, for my US subscribers, platinum is like Lucy and the football. You will all understand that reference if you live in the United States, or if you're over a certain age and you live in the United States. Okay, it's just trading in that range. I won't get excited. I can't get excited for platinum on a monthly time frame until we're at least above this 57 level on the relative strength index. Okay, now if you want to stay updated with gold, silver, platinum price analysis, do your own price analysis and, join tradingview.com, get your own charts going, etc. But if you want the easy way is to just hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family, because there's a whole bunch of good stuff extra coming up as well. I'll tell you that in just a second. That's gold, silver, platinum. Gold to silver ratio, as I posted on the Gold and Silver Stackers Australia forum. Ooh wee, mama, look at this. The gold to silver ratio. As this is going up, gold outperforms silver. As this is going down, silver outperforms gold. We have seen a massive spike so far. Okay, look at this on the daily time frame. As I did suggest, I don't give predictions, but as I did suggest, I gave it a more than a 50% chance. We had been in extremely overvalued for gold on the daily time frame. We'd broken above the any metals game, the no man's land area. It was looking positive for gold to continue its run. However, I did say we've gone into extremely overvalued twice on the daily time frame for gold. It said to me, yeah, we're probably going to tick over. So I said more likely silver's going to outperform gold in the next couple of weeks. So far, we've seen that. We are at an inflection point right here. We found a little bit of support on the daily time frame. Look, you could certainly see support here, and then gold could tick up from here and just go blip, 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 and continue on its way. But it's when you look at this on the weekly time frame, that you would really need to find support here. You don't want to see that go below here, otherwise we're heading down to here. On the monthly time frame, that's a big spike. And what do I say? We don't like big spikes. Now, I will say this though. If this is the gold to silver ratio, it is the gold to silver ratio, that's a big spike, a massive failed move to hold above the big trend line right here, the any metals game, the no man's land area. Failed move, oftentimes from a failed move comes a fast move in the opposite direction. It's trending down at the moment. Okay, so on the monthly time frame, we could absolutely just bounce from here and then continue up. Yeah, sure. So that gold would continue to outshine silver. My bet, I'd say more than a 50% chance, whatever that is, call it what you want, more than a 50% chance we do break down and come down to at least test this area right here. And this is the area that if you're a gold bug and you only love gold and you only care about gold, you don't give a two what's about silver, you would want to see this break back up right here. Does it really matter? If you're all in gold and you don't think about silver, well, it doesn't really matter. You're just looking at the price. If you're playing the gold to silver ratio, however, and you want silver to outperform gold because you're much more heavily in silver or all silver, you want this to go down. So you want to see this break. And right here is the big line in the sand, this uptrend line anywhere around this purple box area. If you break down through here, close a week below or a month below, man, that signals silver's continuing, it's silver's new kind of confirmation that it will start making new lows in the gold to silver ratio. Okay, so that's good for you as a silver holder because you want to see this go down and you want to see it smash through the final trap door here. That's at around about 70. You want to see it over time, over months and years, go blip, 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 all the way down here, at least down to 50. You want to see it go to a 10-to-1 ratio, a 32-to-1 ratio, where it used to be. You want to see it continue to go down and down because that means you could, if you wanted to, you could just sell out or you could swap your silver for gold later on down the track. It just means silver was the better play in the long term versus gold. Okay, so all the silver bugs want to see this go blip, 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 down all the way, and the confirmation of that for me, use your own judgment, don't just follow me, but for me the confirmation of that is closing a week or a month below there looks very positive, okay, for silver to outperform gold over the long term. That's the gold to silver ratio. We've done silver price, gold price, platinum price, gold to silver ratio. and we'll do some final comments, etc. And we'll get out of here. Any quick questions, anything like that. So, my lovely people, any final thing? LNG, have you missed much this morning? You missed us talking about the article which was about, is BRICS about to announce a gold-backed currency? It was a very clickbaity article, and we realized that was after not too long. So you missed that, but we also talked about, will BRICS go to their own current unit currency, which they probably will. What that's backed by, we don't know. Could it be Bitcoin? Could it be this? Could it be that? We'd love to see it as gold, obviously. So you missed that. We did silver, gold, platinum analysis. And what you're not going to miss, though, is the following. I'm going to give a quick announcement. We've basically locked it in, the membership program details. So I would say no later than Monday, and maybe on Monday, but no later than Monday, I will be announcing the Good Morning Stackers private membership program. This show the format here will always remain free. I'll always do this live morning show for free for everyone in the world. We're going to add a membership program too. Okay, what that's going to be is a certain amount per month. Roughly at this stage, it's roughly $10 a month. Roughly, okay? It might give or take a little bit, okay? And what is that going to get you is the big question. So my thing that I needed to do, I had to talk to my different brand partners, etc. And of course, what are you going to get? First off, you're going to get amazing extra content from me. You want to see more of me? Of course you do, right? But if that's going to be things to do with my every extra other day life stuff. I'll do more chart requests, okay? We'll do chart requests every now and here in the live show, but if you have a chart request joining the membership program, you want to see me look at a very specific chart, any stock, any crypto, any ratio, whatever it is, the membership program being part of the private group, the membership program will be the place to be to get those live requests, those special requests in for charting and all that kind of stuff. You'll get that first over there. So you'll get a lot of content first in the private channel. I'll also give you probably extra live updates over the weekend if something happens in the price. You'll get the information first from there. And you get extra content as well to do with other stuff I'm interested in, health and wellness. I'll probably talk a bit about crypto over there as well. I don't like to do too much crypto on this, on this channel specifically because it's, bullion related. But I've been in crypto since 2013, so we can do a lot of crypto stuff if we want. I want to talk about my extracurricular activities. You know what I do for a sport. I do the old pew sport thing. I want to talk about and show you videos of me doing that. I'll upload videos from me at the range, doing all the stuff. I'll give you tips and tricks of how to get into it yourself, all that kind of stuff. And generally the content will be spicier because it will be a privately walled off from the public subscription-based program. So we can be a little bit more spicy. We can be a lot more political if we want to be over there as well. I probably will be. Okay, so all the juicy, spicy, extra stuff is going to be over there. So that's just content, but that's not enough. Okay, I have to provide such immense value to you for what you're paying. It has to be at least probably 10 times worth it. Okay, so that's the content alone. Okay, but here's one of the big things. We will be announcing specific Perth Bullion Exchange members only perks. Okay, and I've worked this out. We worked it out with Ricky from Perth Bullion Exchange. What can we offer? Is it $1 off per coin? Is it a this or that? We've worked out the incentive program. I can tell you it's really, really good. And when I announce that later this week, or maybe by no later than Monday, the program, it pays for itself very instantly. Let's say, for example, and I don't know what it is exactly, let's say I'm charging $10 a month, for example, so that's what, $120 a year. Put the content aside for a second, with the perks, with the savings that you're going to get from Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au alone is worth way more than $120 a year if if you're a regular stacker who's buying over time, just buying, dollar cost averaging. You're going to spending $120 for my membership program, get the content, get all these perks as well. is just worth so much more money. So that's the tease, okay? And then hopefully later on we'll be adding more stuff. Maybe Wealthstack.com may add their own perks as well, but extra content, a lot more extra content from me, and Perth Bullion Exchange perks, dollar perks I'm talking. It's really good. Okay, so that's what's coming up out of interest. Let's see. My stream is good today. No buffering. Yeah, I think it's your end, Tony. Today you've got a I think it's your internet that's playing up. Any final comments, etc.? Let's see. I bought last year's. You're talking all about the Brumby. Well, that's good. Fantastic. Pete Repeat says, Jason, well done, mate. I have a few sets on the go. Fantastic. That is almost probably it, people. I'll just scroll back to your comments. So Danny asks, what's the general consensus on BRIC? BRICS nations are going to try their best, whether they succeed or not, whether they become the new hegemony, the new financial world system in decades and, centuries to come. Yeah, quite possibly. As we do know over time, and it's around about a 500-year shift. People have, is it really a thing? But historians have looked back, and particularly economic historians, have looked back and seen, particularly I think Mike Maloney has talked about this, the big shift, roughly 500-year blocks of west to east and east to west dominance. Okay, so for the last 500 years we've been in an east to west dominance over the last 500 years, and that looks like it might be over time shifting. So it could be in the next 500 years that it's just this gradual western dominance to eastern dominance again. That's quite possible. And could BRICS be the facilitator of that? Okay, it's definitely it's an interesting direction. Let's see. Yes, you did miss the BRICS talks, but that's okay. Final comments and queries, and then I will get out of here. Yeah, I think I'm done, people. You're talking about the Brumby release. Good on you. I haven't seen the Brumby. I actually haven't even looked at the Brumby design. So maybe tomorrow we'll look at the Brumby design and I'll get your thoughts, etc. But we are at an hour, and I'm going to get out of here. That is it, my funky, wonderful people. Hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family. That's been Good Morning Stackers for Tuesday, the 27th of August 2024. You get this every single weekday morning live to the public. The membership program coming very soon. You'll get details on that for excellent perks with content and other stuff. Of course, at the end of every show, we dance it out.
Good morning, Stack. Oh yeah, we're feeling fine.
That's the theme song.
Good morning, Stack. This podcast.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you have your...
Grab a tasty beverage.
Let's do the final.
Synchronised slurp. Now
In 3, 2, 1.
Good morning, Stack. Oh yeah,
Thanks for watching, my lovely GMS family. Hit the big red subscribe button to join it. You'll get the warm and fuzzy feeling when you do. Stay safe, stay informed, keep stacking. I'll see you tomorrow.